Dr. Nachiket Bhatia, CEO DBMC eGurukul, and today in our midst we have the legend himself, the magician of anatomy, the wizard of anatomy, and all the magical words that he can use, Dr. Ashwini Kumar sir himself. Welcome, sir, to our talk today.
Thank you, Dr. Nachiket. Thank you for inviting me.
So, guys, this video that we are making, this is specially targeted for the NEET UG just qualified students and also the first year students, because I have been getting a lot of queries through many social media accounts that how to start reading. Because let's be frank over here, anatomy in itself is such a big scare in the first year. And you look at grades, then you see the size of that book, and then you एकदम से हो जाता है ना कि डर लग जाता है. So now I have asked sir to make his own opinions that how a first year student, I mean, even for the just the NEET UG qualified students, how you can start a preparation. I know counseling is delayed, but that doesn't mean that you cannot start a preparation. Next, the exam that you need to conquer for PG, it is going to be a very tough exam. Let's be very fair over here. And even if you have some extra days above your competition, why not utilize it? You have already got your rank. You have an interim idea that which college you are going to get. So why not go for it? You have to give it your best. And if even you get a single day extra, my friend, that's a blessing. So on to Ashwini Kumar, sir. Sir, what should be your message to your students who have just qualified NEET UG and are looking to, start their medical life?
Well, first of all, Dr. Nachiket, I believe that जब लोग ये बोलते हैं ना, when once you qualify the exam and you enter into MBBS, and maybe some people will say कि it is too early to think about PG and all. Well, since the time the NEET has been converted into next, well, you cannot say it's too early. Like probably the day one of MBBS, you have to think about that what you're gonna do and how you're gonna approach your studies. You already are into MBBS, so obviously you're going to choose something out of these 19 stream only. So we are not guiding you to choose a particular surgery or medicine or something. We are just teaching you the subjects. It's you who need to make a decision, but obviously to keep you on track, to keep you on path, you need some guidance here. And especially to the first year who just once they come into the college, the life completely changes, the hostel life, the college campus. There's so many, things to look on to, but there's a certain, distractions are also there. So एक hand holding है जो which also we can provide. And the earlier we start, we'll realize that it is better, because this is a kind of stream. Once you enter inside, by the time you realize you are in, you're already late by a couple of months. So I believe कि starting early, obviously it's absolutely a wonderful idea. It's a wonderful initiative from DBMCI कि हम ये program start कर रहे हैं, जिसमें we are right from the day one, we are guiding the students regarding the next. And we are not going to change anything in their curriculum. We are not disturbing their professional exam curriculum. We are just making sure that along with their professional exams, they should know what is going to happen in future and how you're going to be prepared for that.
Sir, as you know, when a student enters first year, anatomy is the one subject which they're scared of. I mean, anatomy HOD again is the most. For me, my HOD was Khari sir, and I'm still scared of him because we create that image, that persona, ekdam se. So the moment I saw that the size of grays again, I was shattered to my soul. So, what should be your advice to the student who wants to start studying anatomy? I mean, I know you have recorded 190 hours for them.
Yes.
Okay, so sir has recorded 190 hours thoroughly from a mixture of Grays and BDC to make sure that every single line is covered and the student can prepare for his prof for his concepts together. So, what's your advice to start studying with those videos?
Well, Dr. Nachiket, firstly, what I've realized, and especially in last 2 years, since the time we are dealing more with the first year students, that once they enter inside, the first 15, 20 days or a couple of months, they don't understand what exactly to read and where to read it from. They think that if the Gray's Anatomy is the most standard textbook of anatomy, so probably we have to read everything from that book only here. So they really need someone to tell them the core truth, the ground reality, that, okay, the Gray's Anatomy is a wonderful book, but you cannot expect to read everything out of that book in first go here. The Cunningham is a dissector which everyone will be carrying through dissection hall, but I don't know any student who probably use the Cunningham dissector throughout the year for the dissection here. The same goes for the histology, the embryology part here. So the first important thing is to make them understand that what book, along with the videos, that what book you need to read, and how to switch, how to go into the hierarchy of the books here. Like if you give me an example, we start anatomy with general part. So I'll be teaching you general anatomy, and I expect my students to go back and just read the general anatomy from the videos, and then from the very basic book like BDC or IBSing, and not, obviously don't want them to read this from the Gray's Anatomy. That is just a matter of curiosity. If someone wants to read something extra, they can always go onto it. So that's one thing, that okay, what book to read, how to utilize the book along with the videos here. And especially to the people who have just entered in, because anatomy to them, for that matter, even physiology and biochemistry, this is a completely new story. They know nothing about it. And once you are in a format of a classroom, when you are attending these classes in your college, obviously they'll be teaching you all the stuff here, but we have different faculties for different topics. Sometimes the connect is not there. You understand some faculties lectures better, you're not able to connect the same thing with other faculties. So it's like you will be dealing with me through and through. So I'll be taking care of your concept. And once you watch a particular video from a particular topic and you just go back and read the book, the reading of that book becomes very easy here. Obviously, we always encourage our student to definitely read the textbook in their respective year. So we're definitely not going to discourage anyone ki just to stick to the videos only and don't look into a textbook. We definitely encourage to read your textbook also. But how to read it, what things that you can leave out, what need to focus on, what is the sequencing of the topic, okay? And also to understand the psyche of our students, that okay, if I have to make you understand certain things which you are being exposed to for the first time, how are we going to do it? So I think हमारा जो first month रहेगा, ये हमारा main approach रहेगा उसमें, to first make him orient to this world of the human anatomy and to the world of MBBS, I would say.
Actually, that's wonderfully explained. So, coming to the topic that you have just mentioned in the conversation, what books should a student buy, especially for anatomy? I mean, physiology and biochemistry. If you can just give them a fair idea.
Well, I think one should start with a very basic book. I mean, it's not that you have to buy the most standard textbook, because first of all, nowadays all the books are available online, so you have a soft copy of all the books. You can always keep the standard textbook, soft copy of the standard textbook with you. So while my suggestion, particularly for the anatomy, I would say you can stick to the BDC, the BD Chaurasia. It's a book which comes in actually 4 volumes. There is a general anatomy volume. So the first, almost the first 15 to 20 days in MBBS will be dealing with a small book of general, the red colored BDC. And that is just about, it is like an alphabet of the anatomy here. Once you read that, then only you can switch to the other volumes here. Then we have volume 1, 2, and 3, in which we have the entire body divided into the regions: upper limb, lower limb, thorax, head and neck, neuroanatomy. So this is the most basic book. And obviously you are into MBBS, so obviously considering a basic book doesn't mean it's going to be a single book. Still, the basic book is having the 4 volumes. And apart from that, you need to buy a book for the histology. Well, my personal recommendation for the histology is GP Paul. Not many people would recommend that. People might say go with IBSing or go with Diffure, but I would say that GP Paul is a wonderful book of histology for the first year student. It's very concise. It's the information is very straight, and unnecessary stuff is not there, which a first year student need not, they don't need it. And then we need a book for the embryology. The most standard textbook of embryology is Langman. So Langman is the book which I would recommend you to buy. But when I'll be teaching you embryology, you will see that my teaching would have a mixture of Murray and Langman and IBC and everything here, just to make it a little simple. Embryology is a little difficult part of anatomy. So when you watch the videos of the embryology, you will see that it's not exactly from the Langman, and it is a mixture of everything else. But for the gross anatomy, whatever we'll discuss here, when you fall back to the textbook of BD Chaurasia, you will find that the things you'll find probably the line to line itself. And moreover, we have recorded histology, this osteology for you in a high definition, in which even if you're not having a bone in your hand, you will have a real-time experience of the real bones you're reading, and understanding the attachment of the different muscles and ligaments on the bone, because we have recorded with the focused and the close-up approach here. So for the book, I would say ki BDC, BD Chaurasia, which we call it, the 4 volumes are important. And to start with, by the general anatomy and the first volume of BDC.
I think we need to first, I think the students that who are watching this video, I think they just need qualified students. So guys, the word that sir has been using, histology and osteology, basically osteology is books. I'm so sorry, it's bones. Osteology is bones, and I
Yes.
think histology can be much better explained by sir itself. And
Microscopic
one
level.
more
We're
thing,
studying
sir,
anything at the
how
microscopic level. Yeah.
exactly? And being a medical student myself, I can tell you those were the most difficult part. I mean, uh, I I I want to tell my story, my days from the college, because I used to remember that जब histology होता था ना, so people were so scared. They used to write in any chat possible कि this slide is this thing, and I think only sir has been able to tell me, explain it to me कि ठीक है, इसमें ये चीज देखो, इसमें ये चीज देखो. So I think he has a microscope in his eyes itself. so so how have you incorporated BDC in your teachings? Because students, I mean, I'm talking to so many students under peer pressure, they have already bought grace. Okay, and they started studying. And to be very frank, they're not able to understand even a single word. Because let's be frank, Grace is a pretty difficult book, voluminous, difficult, and lot big words, lot big English words. So how have you incorporated BDC into your teachings and managed to make it very simple?
Well, see, there are a couple of things here we need to understand here. Grays, you rightly said, the volume is the problem. It's an amazing book, but to to endorse that kind of volume to the student of the first year, it's not fair because we really don't want anyone to get demotivated in the beginning itself here. As a teacher, our job is to motivate the student to read. It's not about just to make him understand the topic, but I would say if somebody wants to attend my classes, if in the first couple of classes I'm not able to motivate you to study human anatomy, then I'm a failure in this. So I need to motivate you to study. So basically, I need to precise and concise that entire content and give it to you. Once you
Totally.
watch those videos, let's say if I give you an example here, because you read these topics in NEET UG also, there is a movement and locomotion topic which is in your 11th and 12th class. You read about it, and you read the same thing in the general anatomy here. You read the movement and locomotion there in your for the your NEET UG preparation. You just read about the names of the bones and what are the parts here. But when you read the same thing here, we'll make sure that you have a visualization of everything here. If I'm saying the bone like scapula or humerus, which I'm pretty sure everyone knows what scapula and humerus are, so you should be having a picture of that scapula and humerus in your head, so that when you fall back to the book, like BD Chaurasia to read it. So like whatever discussed with you, whatever video you watched, that actually should like keep on running in your head. And when you're looking at it, your visualizations get better here. It's not that the some piece of text which is written on the paper and you're reading it here. Every line you read, you need to have some kind of visualization about it. My subject is anatomy. It's about seeing is believing. If you can't see the things which is written on the text, it is of no use here. So that's what these videos are going to do, because we have almost 200 hours of videos which is being recorded, and I can say this, that no other platform have recorded that elaborated anatomy for the first year. So it's like the most detailed discussion on every topic. You just watch the video, go back to the book, and once you read it, whatever we discuss in the video, the picture will keep coming in your mind or automatically, and that's how that volume can be reduced here. Because obviously Gray's Anatomy at first go is definitely not recommended if you take a genuine suggestion here. Naming all the big books, it's very easy to say read the Gray's Anatomy and Grant's Atlas and all that, but that when you come to the practical ground, you have to read the basic books with a good source of Atlas, and that would be enough. That would be more than enough, in fact.
Brilliantly explained, sir. And sir uses a lot of 3D sculptures while teaching. So you know that he can end में skull को सर ऐसे घुमाते हैं तो तुम्हें दिख जाता है that this is how skull is looking like. Sir, how to, I mean, I very well know that being a medical student, BDC is going to be one of my Gitas, right? So how do you advise that a student should incorporate? I mean, you have incorporated BDC into your teachings, but how should a student incorporate BDC with your videos?
Well, which is kind of discussed that when we said ki once you watch a video and you go back and read the same topic from the, like, let's say if I have discussed topic number 5 to 7, whatever the topic is, let's not name the topics at this point of time, and you read the topic number 5, 6, and 7 from the video, you just go back to the book and read it from there, and I'm sure that your understanding of the topic will be way more enhanced compared to what would have been when you read it for the first time by your own here. because that effort of understanding the stuff which is written in the text over there will be reduced, because we've already done that for you. I would have shown you the models, I would have shown you the different pictures, different 3D animations, and I would have explained a lot of things about it. So even before starting the topic, you know about it in a video that we have discussed here. So it becomes a little easier for you to read everything in there. Moreover, knowing that once the video is done, and when okay, if it is a short note question or a long, if I talk about examination point of view, if for the professional examination, if it's a short note or long note question, what is to be written there, what points to be noted. So student also understand the art of underlining and utilizing their book, because at the end of the day, medical student books, like, it is all covered with that highlighter only, because every line seems to be important only. So again, it's our job to tell you, okay, in this important world, there are some things which are really extremely important. So those things that we need to focus on. So watching the video first, going back to the topic, reading it, and I'm pretty sure that topic will become very easy, because that's the kind of feedback we got from the previous batches also, that once they are done with the topic here and they go back to the book. In fact, at times they feel like they don't even want to read the book, because the topic is so much clear to them that they don't even want to read it from the book. Although we will not recommend you the same. One should go back if you have time, and you should read the things from the textbook.
Brilliantly explained, sir. Sir, you have recorded, I mean, many students of ours, they have taken, I mean, we have just uploaded the videos of yours because NEET UG was a little bit delayed. So many students have taken your PG app, and now they are confused, what is the difference between your main PG app and your fundamental app? So how will you explain, how will you tell them that this is the main difference?
Well, we in eGurukul platform, we have actually recorded the app in 3 parts. We have the fundamental app, which is almost for 200 hours. Then we have a PGME app, which is somewhere in between 65 to 70 hours. And then we have a LMRP, which is called as a last minute revision program, which is even way shorter than that. It's hardly 10, 11 hours, so 12 hours only. So obviously, if you're a first year student, we very, very strongly recommend you to go with a fundamental batch app, which is for 200 hours, because you obviously want to read everything in detail, and the osteology and histology, everything you want to do it in detail, of course, because you are having the entire year in front of you. The point is, even if you have the PG app with you, you can utilize it, but we'll not recommend you to read the PG app before going through a topic here. In that case, if you're only using the PG app in your first year, which is anyways not recommended, but if you're doing that, so you got to read the topic first from the book, and then you have to fall back to the video. Because in this case, the video, more than the video, the text is going to help you understand the videos, because that is, the video is actually created for the PGME student who have read anatomy at least once, so that they can understand the context of the topic. Yeah, if you've read the fundamental thing, let's say if you've watched all the 200 hours of videos in the of the first year, after that, when your exams are approaching, obviously we cannot expect you to read the entire thing once again. So let's say if only 15 days or 20 days are remaining here, so 60 hours of video, you can always watch them in, like, if you want to sit for good 3, 4, 5 days continuously, you can easily watch that. So you can watch the PGME app at that point of time once you're done with that topic. So it will be a quick recap for all the important topics here. And if you want to give another revision to the major to the important topics, then we have LMRP also, the last minute revision program, in which the entire content is squeezed into 10 to 12 hours only. So all the major topics, all the major important topics for the professional and for the PGME examinations are discussed in the shortest possible time here, which is like a quick recap, like 2 days before the exam or night before the examination, if you want to watch that here. So like we have this app prepared for like all stages of your preparation. Are you attending it throughout the year, or just before the examination, or probably a day before the examination?
No, sir. I think what you have recorded in eGurukul, you have done it for every mindset in the whole country. If a
Yes.
student wants to even start preparing for, I mean, next nahi bhi karna, he just wants to understand anatomy. In the fundamental videos, you have made sure that every kind of concept from whole anatomy can be cleared enough for that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, next is what? Next is just a bundle of questions. So,
Exactly.
what recommendation will you give to a student? Because we have kept almost every module's Q bank in the app. So how important is doing a Q bank for a student who is preparing for concepts? How important is it, sir?
See, Next is nothing new. I mean, it's the same thing that you'll be reading throughout your through your MBBS curriculum will be asked in a single set of examination. That is the next thing here. Next is also about the integration, the horizontal and the vertical integration. The integration is like how you apply the anatomy with other subjects and you fetch the answer to those questions. Solving the MCQs is extremely important even for first year, so that they understand ki whatever I've read in anatomy, it is not the core mugging up. It's not just the we just read it for the professional examination. Obviously, we all have to give the professional exam. We need to score well. We always target our student to get distinction in anatomy after watching these videos. If they stick to the plan and the schedule we give to them. But again, as Dr. Nachiket rightly said, at the end of the day, you have to clear the next exam also. Once I'm done with my first year, my anatomy should not be like a past memory for me. It should come along with me, and that is only possible. The way to test it is by solving MCQs. So the MCQs that we have formulated in our app are in such a way that when you solve those multiple choice questions, you'll understand, okay, if I read about certain topic, I cannot name the topic in front of you as at this point of time. So am I able to apply that? If I read about certain bone, let's say, so am I able to understand the fracture of this bone? Am I able to understand the complication of this? And that can only be judged by solving the questions. If you're able to solve those clinical questions, that means whatever anatomy you have read, you can apply it clinically. And that's what the whole motive is. So it's like the two goals we have to achieve, and we have to like shot two birds with a single arrow. One, we definitely have to crack the our professional examination, and we need to score very well in the next exam also. Moreover, you will not get a chance to read a subject like anatomy, physiology, biochemistry again, because the stream will will take toll of you more and more. Once you go in second year and third year, once you're exposed to the clinical subject, you hardly will get a time to fall back to any of these basic subjects here. So it is better that you read anatomy or physiology or biochemistry very well in their particular academic year only. Make sure you solve the questions. Okay, even if you find some questions which are beyond your limit, or you find there's too much of clinical integration, there's no harm in it. At least attempt those questions. Understand that what kind of questions can be asked in the examination later on, and how these basis subjects will be incorporated in them. So as you rightly said, that even for the first year, the question bank is extremely important, and a lot of care has been taken in formulating those questions, that once you solve those questions, your topic is tested thoroughly for that.
Okay, so basically, what sir has just told you, that QBank need to be incorporated into your daily video planning. I mean, you
Absolutely.
need to watch a video and you need to do a QBank module on the very same day. I mean, you should know what the baller is going to throw at you. And if you can hit maximum balls at the net, then when you go to the real stadium, no bouncer can actually surprise you. So on the very first day, please.
Yeah, and just to add on to what you just said, moreover, you just said we all were very scared of anatomy in our first year, and the reason for that was because by the time the anatomy was actually tested in the PGME examination, it was like 4 or 5 years back. Now, even for the people who just entered in the MBBS, if you ask them some question from their 9th or 10th class, will they be able to answer it? Hardly. No. In fact, if you ask them the questions for what they read in their +1, they probably would have forgotten by now here. And imagine you have to carry the burden of 19 subjects all the way till the end here. And that is only possible if you read conceptually, you solve the MCQs, as Dr. Nachiket rightly said, that you need to be ready. The more you do the net practice, the better you'll perform on the day of the match here. So yes, absolutely.
And in eGurukul, we have put question module in reference to the videos itself. So
Yes.
it is like you watch humorous, you do Q bank of humorous. So you know that what all questions can be made from a single topic. And after 10 to 12th question, you will understand that earlier it was A's to B, now it is B's to A, because only a limited set of questions can be made from a single topic. I mean, haddi to haddi hai, kitna ghumaoge usko? So at the end of the day, we want to give you the maximum topics, maximum questions from a single topic, so that none of the bowlers googly can surprise you in a real stadium. So apart from this, what eGurukul can actually help you out in, that in the statistical progress section of eGurukul, you can see how many videos, QBank tests you are doing on a daily basis. And what we tell to our students, that do not make the graph steep. I mean, it comes in a graphical form. So do not make the graph steep. Make it normal, but make it constant. It should not even have a single slide back. It should be just sliding up. And if you can maintain that, my friend, nothing can stop you from capturing a top 1,000 rank in the next. And wherever you are, I mean, you have just qualified NEET UG. Some of you might have got the top rank. Some might be compromising right now due to peer pressure, family pressure, or whatever it is. But if you want to make a better future tomorrow, then do not do the same mistakes that you have done in NEET UG. You have to better yourself. You have to beat out the competition. You have to grab that seat. And for that, you have to start your preparation from today. Sir, any last words to the students who are watching this video?
Well, I want to add up to something that you said. You rightly said that we all come from a different background and we'll be getting a different colleges also. Some might be studying in AIMS, some in MAMC, and some will be in some peripheral college only. But with all these kind of this e-Gurukul platform, it provides you a leveled ground where you all can work. And this is the point where you can like completely leave behind that what you were in your UG, and you can start fresh from here, and you can definitely beat the people. It doesn't matter which college or what to which state or city they belong to. We have seen people coming from the peripheral colleges, the private peripheral colleges, and they're still scoring a brilliant rank in AIMS and all because of the, as Dr. Nachiket rightly said, the consistency is the key. And consistency, it's not needed only for a month or something. It is something, it's a journey for 5 years. So the earlier you start, better it will be, not only for the professional examination, but definitely for the PG here. And I'm sure that once you enter into the this MBBS world, you'll realize that how important the PG is. It's like, it's not that okay, we just have entered the MBBS, let's have a relaxed life, we'll think about it later. Gone are those days. Abhi aisa nahi hota. You just have to be like on your toes from day one itself. And this e-Gurukul is basically going to provide you that level ground. From all of you can start from the point zero. And it's all about if somebody can maintain that graph, can maintain the consistency, is going to be the winner at the end.
So that's why to kickstart a preparation and to welcome you into the medical world, eGurukul. So basically, eGurukul is the learning app from DBMCI. We have recorded lectures, recorded videos, QBank, and test series in this app. And DBMCI is India's oldest PG medical coaching institute, started in 1996 by my father himself. And for that, to welcome you guys to the medical world, we are offering you, if you have a rank above 500, that is, I'm so sorry, 1 to 500, we will be giving you 6 months subscription of our first prof app completely free. Rank between 501 to 5,000, a 3-month app completely free, and above 5,000, a 2-month app subscription completely free. All you need to do is send us your scorecard and rank proof on student support at dbmi.edu.in. We have put the details in the description. Please go and check it out. And again, on behalf of complete DBMCF family, we would like to welcome you to the medical world. And Dr. Ashwini sir, thank you so much for your time. I know you are
Thank
very
you.
busy right now. So again, guys, you have the best mentor in front of you. If you just keep him as a mentor, nothing can stop you from getting a top 1,000 rank in next. That's us. Thank you so much. And on to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Nachiket, for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you so much.